In every story there's a turning point. A moment where the familiar fades and we forge into the darkness.
Okay everyone, this is the first meeting about the next novella.
Novella. As always, we just need to do something that's never been done before.
Maybe like more of an experimental toolkit.
Really dark.
Some kind of experimental vocal for sure.
A piano that sounds introspective.
Doesn't Trent Reznor have that sort of swarmatron?
Yeah, the Swarmatron.
We could definitely make something like that, right?
We should get just some gnarly gut punch guitars.
I mean, if we're going this heavy, we need to have a bass.
It's cool to feel that atmosphere.
Subterranean glitching atmospheres.
Yeah, that sounds sick.
Oh, we could definitely do like a meatier drum kit.
We definitely need strings.
Something that's never been done before.
Strings that sound like synths.
Really stereo.
Yeah, ultra wide. For the synths, we need to collaborate with somebody next level. Something real unstable.
Something dark, something heavy.
Light and dark, like a shadow.
Some massive modular drums.
Right, I'll get the studio booked and we'll go from
Yeah,
there.
this is sounding perfect.
Yeah, sounds great.
When we first introduced Novella, the idea was to create a series of groundbreaking toolkits that gave composers and producers everything they needed in one place. In the past 12 months, we've taken everything we've learnt about sampling and dived into Westwood's darkest ideas to create something truly special. Inspired by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, Ludwig Göransson, and experimental artists like the Haxon Cloak and Radiohead, we set out to build an era-defining collection that fuses organic sounds with the electronic. We've sampled some truly immersive stereo strings, experimental vocals, drums, guitar, bass and piano. We've built our very own Swarmatron-inspired synth and created a range of film-inspired atmospheres. And for the very first time, we've collaborated with an industry titan of sound design. We had the immense honour to work with the Unfinished, known for his incredible work with Hans Zimmer, Stephen Barton and Lorne Balfe, creating sounds for such scores as Dune, The Creator and No Time to Die. We've worked together to create a bespoke collection of extraordinary new synth sounds and sub-shattering modular drums that define the very aesthetic of this toolkit. Whether you're writing cinema-shaking music for film and TV or creating darker industrial electronic music, this is a complete toolkit of instruments serving the needs of today's composers and producers who are redefining conventions. This is calm and chaos welded together into our boldest library ever. This is the place where the shadows meet the light. This is Novella Carbon. Just going to give you a few quick examples of what this thing can do and show you some of my highlights from the main walkthrough. If you're wanting that full deep dive, head over to the website now where you can watch the full walkthrough. But other than that, let's have a look at what Novella Carbon can do. So we kick things off with our Helix ensemble, which is a chamber-sized string section recorded across the entire width of the studio. So you're creating this really wraparound, immersive stereo sound. Absolutely lovely, so rich and gorgeous. To achieve that organically in the studio is an absolutely incredible feat. Really dark and ominous, and this is where they're kind of like continuously moving their bows around the bridge position, kind of going from sol tas to more sol pont, and just creating this like really unnerving sound. It's absolutely lovely. Motherboard and Machina, which I'll show you in a minute, have both been created in collaboration with the Unfinished. All of these have been custom created for this library, so everything is brand new. Of different sounds and ideas to play with. As you can hear, like you're loading one up and it's instantly a cue. That's what it's been really good for. And an arpeggiator is that instant way to create that sort of Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross synth sound, where it is this constant motion and movement. Machina has also been created by the Unfinished. He's absolutely gone to town on creating loads of these organic loops made with a Moog D FAM. These are incredible. such good fun to play. There's loads. There's just too much. Absolutely loads. It's so fun. Just to be able to play all these loops and just get carried away. You will lose hours on this thing. On to Hyve next, and this is our instrument inspired by the Swarmatron, an analog synthesizer made famous by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross during the Social Network soundtrack. Nice, like creating these big, massive synthscapes. Vox has been recorded by an amazing vocal artist called Gemma Fries. We've had the immense pleasure of working with her on this, and she has brought some really experimental ideas. Next we've got Ember, which is an amazing Kingswood upright piano. It has this really intimate sound. As soon as I saw it and played it, I was like, we've got to get this in. Ember is the piano for this library, and it's a really great one. Matches the vibe and the ideas behind the library perfectly, so don't take it as just another piano that I don't need. This is an amazing piano, perfect for this library. Wires was recorded using a Gibson Les Paul guitar, classic guitar for this genre, recorded with this stereo guitar rig. So if you wanted something just take over the score for an instant, that's the sound to use. Right, on to Downfall. These two guitars are really well paired to each other. We kind of recorded them at the same time to get the same kind of feeling. This was recorded on a US Fender Jazz bass, and you get that really punchy sound. Like really punchy, kind of like muted picking attack. Styx is a vintage Premiere kit recorded at Woodworm Studios down in Oxfordshire. Really beautiful kit played by an amazing drummer. To have an acoustic rock kit as well is really, really useful. Last on the list is Locus, and this is a range of film-inspired atmospheres, really good for just adding sort of extra texture and grit and grain to your soundtracks, just to make them kind of like crosses the world between sound design and music, really. And these have been recorded all across the world, all the way from this very room that I'm sat in now to Iceland, to South Korea, loads of different kind of like real world rooms that we've then taken and kind of pushed and made them actually usable in a musical context. Thanks for watching. We really hope you enjoy it. If you're wanting that deep dive into the full library, head over to the website now where you can watch the full walkthrough. Apart from that, really hope you enjoy it. And as always, we cannot wait to hear what new music you guys are going to start to make with it.